Hi and welcome to a new video. My name is Melanie Josephine and today I would like to talk about heartbreak. Heartbreak is really quite a difficult topic, but I want to talk about one aspect that I actually haven't heard of when I was really needing to hear this message, because when I went through heartbreak, I watched a lot of YouTube videos and I received a lot of good advice, but I didn't receive the advice that I'm about to give you now. So the general advice, which I'm not saying is bad, but it's also not the ultimate advice in my opinion. What you always hear also from your friends and generally in the public is go out, do something, meet with your friends, meet with your family, do something for yourself, follow a hobby that you haven't done in a long time. And all these things are obviously great things. However, the most important thing, the most important gift that you can give yourself at the very start when you've just broken up is grieving. Really just being by yourself and feeling the pain. And I know this is tough and this might not be what you want to hear, because feeling pain, that's obviously not something we aspire to. That's not, we don't really want to feel the pain, but this is the issue, because when we don't let ourselves feel the pain, we carry the pain, we bury the pain, we numb ourselves and we carry it. And why is that so bad? Well, first of all, let me give you a different example. Now, the pain of the heart, heartbreak, we don't see it. Physically, your friends don't see it. And that's why it's so easy to say, just move on, don't cry about that guy or that girl. But when you think about it in terms of a broken leg, would you tell anybody to just immediately start walking again, not giving that leg the time that it needs to rest, that it needs to heal? Just like that, your heart needs time for rest, time for healing. And when you really let yourself feel that pain, you will recover much quicker. It'll be very tough when you go through it, but you'll come out at the other end much quicker. And I want to give you another example. Not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, I lost a person in my life, and it wasn't a romantic partner. And I'm not going to go into detail what situation it was and what sort of relation we were, but it was a person that was important to me. And just like I've just said, a lot of people said to me, well, just move on, no big deal. Well, first of all, these people don't really know what this person meant to me. And in that moment, I just listened to my heart, and my heart said, give yourself the gift of grieving. So I just cried and cried and cried. And actually, I didn't know how to get over this. I cried for about a week, and I kept saying to myself, I don't know how to get over this, I don't know how to get over this. And then at the end of that week, I caught myself saying that sentence, I don't know how to get over this. And I realized, Melanie, you need to rephrase this. This is not empowering at all. This is not going to get you to get over it. So I rephrased, I don't know how to get over this, into I can get over this. But the important part actually is that I first gave myself that gift of grieving, even though other people said, just move on. I knew I needed to grieve, so I grieved. And then when I felt I had grieved enough, I gave myself the gift of empowering language. So this is something that I wanted to share with you, because maybe it can help you too. Maybe you need to give yourself that gift of grieving, and maybe you need to give yourself that gift of empowering language. And I wanted to also talk a little bit more about distractions. So when it comes to something physical, like I mentioned the broken leg, maybe you can take some painkillers. But I've once heard that feeling pain actually is almost like feeling your body heal. So if you take that as a metaphor for your heart, when you feel into that pain, don't think in terms of the pain itself, think of it as in your body healing. And when you have a physical pain, you might take painkillers, but if you don't want to feel your heart's pain, what a lot of people do is drink alcohol, take drugs, go and sleep with the next person. But I want to tell you, this is not what gets you over it. This is, like I said, it's distracting yourself from the pain. And I once I saw a TED talk about a guy who went through a traumatic experience, and he lost his best friend, and he didn't let himself grieve. And he didn't let himself grieve for years. And it played out in the way that the pain always came back to him. He couldn't really be happy because he didn't let himself grieve. And then years later, he finally let himself grieve, and he finally got over this. But what I'm saying is, if you can give yourself the gift of grieving now, then you can move through the pain and you can be that person you want to be. You can live that life that you want to live at the end of that grieving process. And when you feel that you have grieved enough, and only you can know how much grieving you need to do, then it's time to blossom. Then it's time to hang out with your friends again, your family. And I'm not actually saying that while you're grieving you cannot do that. I'm just saying give yourself some time and listen to your heart. And then when you feel the time is right, go out and do something. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye!